everybody? This is the DTN Nation Podcast, episode number 1. We are here with Jonathan, Matthew, and me, Nathan. We are going to have many topics today, and we are going to switch over to Matthew right now for the rest of our intro.
All right, everybody. He mostly covered it. It's just an awesome podcast of us three guys. We're just going to go over a bunch of topics and have some fun doing it, I guess. So, Nathaniel, you have something to start with?
I do. I have our first topic, a great topic to start off with because it's a little bit controversial. North Korea.
Ooh,
North Korea.
North Korea.
What do you think?
So it's this kind of
It's everything, man.
It's everything. Any and everything.
Well, I don't have that much of a personal opinion, but I was at the card shop the other night.
Place to be, man.
Actually had some interesting, I don't know how much of it I can repeat. I will try and, basically something about he's not worried about people who can't feed themselves attacking us. And all we have to do is stop sending aid, and half their population will starve, and the rest aren't going to really pose much of a threat.
Yeah, but half the population starve, and the other half's the army.
Very true.
If you're over the age of 14 in North Korea, you get recruited into the army.
That's not half the population, though.
That's way more than half the population.
That's probably true. I even know, the only thing I really know about it is the stupid memes, like the, hey, Kim, have a Snickers, because you don't act like yourself when you're hungry, and, he eats it and turns into Psy. So it's I even know, all I know is that they've had some threats, where we live as a target, pretty much, because there's an air base here. So pretty much, we're screwed, but other than that, I mean, I don't know of anything, really.
We're a West Coast air base, so...
I'm gonna just throw down some info so Matt, you can be infoed in on it real quick.
Yeah.
So the deal is that currently, at least up to now, they have mobilized troops toward the South Korea, North Korea demilitarized zone.
Right.
They haven't actually, you haven't heard anything again on that though, because that was about a month ago, and it's presumed to have just been a military exercise because they aren't there anymore. They've done several missile tests that presumably could hit the United States, but they haven't made any threats. They're not saying directly, we're going to kill you guys. They're just making tests that could hit us.
Right. Well, sounds like just a big thing. All I really know also is, a lot of my friends from high school are in South Korea, North Korea area, and, I know someone who just left shortly before the threats, because he was he was coming back to the States for, a month, and so heard about it from him, kind of.
Yeah. So, John, what's your opinion toward it? Because you said something about the card shop, but you didn't say anything about your side of it.
My personal opinion is this might just be cocky American talking, but I think we're in that much danger. I don't think Korea is actually going to try something because it would escalate so quick. We would both explode, and I don't think it's going to happen.
So, actually, the general thought isn't, at least for most Americans, isn't that we're scared of us being hurt. We're scared of that whole Asia section suddenly not being on the map.
Hey, yo, I need my anime. Don't get rid of my Japan. Don't get rid of it.
It's a scary thought of the Asian sector just suddenly being all in war. It would be really bad if they got a nuke, because really they're not going to try to hit us like they could if they wanted to, but that would be stupid. They would be carpet bombed and gone.
I think a big part of it. I think a big part of it is also it's the media fear-mongering all over again. Yeah, they always have to have something to try and make everybody scared about so they can put out whoever to save us from it and sell something or promote some candidate for something. So
right.
It's just another thing to make people afraid of, to control them.
Yeah. Yep. My side of it's kind of weird. As this is why I think it's actually kind of controversial, because I think I might have talked to Matt about this once. But
Maybe.
it makes sense, like what they're doing, what North Korea is doing, because if you look at it from the perspective, not that they're crazy, because you can just sit there and say that any terrorist organization or something like that is absolutely just crazy. I just said that.
Just keep going. Just keep
so,
going.
so you can say they're absolutely just crazy, but really they have some sort of other motive behind it other than them just being off the walls. When you look at it, they are this small country that is coming up to power, and who's to say, like, we are monopolizing nuclear weapons, so we're telling them you can't do that, you can't do that, but they're like, why can't we do that? You guys have it. All these other countries have it. We want that too.
Right.
And also if they come up to power, if they get to that point where they have nuclear weapons, a lot of ooh, that was kind of loud. It hurt my ears. But a lot of the talk about it is also if they become a nuclear power, that they might become a legitimate trade partner at that time as well, and be thought of economically on a similar level as like China and the United States.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Also, a quick note: if you guys can hear all the whispering in the background, kind of sounds like ghosts trying to eat one of us. It's John's background. I'm guessing he's in some sort of public place, and he's attacking his computer, so it's making all tight noises.
Sorry.
It's no biggie.
People are gonna out here in a couple minutes. It's 1:30.
Oh wow, freaking late over there. I had another thought. I don't remember what it was anymore. Oh shoot! It was something you said. Oh, another thing about nuclear threats is we do have anti-missile defense. I think is what we call it. I actually have a professor at college that worked on this missile lock-on system. So we're not in. Honestly, I think that's been worked on long and hard enough that if we can find a missile before it is shot or shortly after it's shot, it's not going to be a big deal. So, and especially if they go across our country, if they try going anywhere beyond the West Coast, it's not going to make it very far.
They're not going to make it that far.
No, if they're going to do anything, what they're going to do is they're going to ship a bomb piece by piece into the U.S. and then set it off.
Yeah, that'd be even harder, I think, with all our crazy shipping stuff across seas, especially from places like there.
Well,
So
they'd smuggle it little tiny pieces at a time. It would take years, but
scrap metal. Yeah, by the time they finish, the war would be over if there is a war. So not really.
Yeah, there's some conspiracy theories out there about, like, oh yeah, what they're going to do is they're going to put this big nuclear bomb inside of a truck, and then they're going to drive the truck into Manhattan and then blow it up, and just all these people in New York. And I was like, guys, you're taking this too far.
I was actually thinking about this randomly earlier today. I was outside my windows. There's a huge hill, and I was just staring at it. I was like, what would happen if something just randomly hit that hill? I wasn't thinking nuclear bomb at first. I was thinking it's like some sort of alien meteorite or whatever. And then I was like, wait a minute, we're like North Korea's being all crazy. So what if like all of a sudden bomb on Hogsback? Oh crap. But it just doesn't make much sense.
I honestly don't think we're in any danger of being hit by anything. Like, nowhere in the United States is in danger of it. Because if they do that, they're screwed.
It's more or less true, yeah.
yeah. Right.
Oh, speaking of Korea, not necessarily North, but South Korea, Psy has released his new song, Gentleman. So, any thoughts on that?
I haven't heard it.
You haven't heard it? Oh, okay, we're gonna have to do that. Beep, beep. Alright, so, I don't know if you guys can see us, but it's on my screen, so I'm gonna hit play.
Do the screen share.
I believe
Yeah,
that
you
is...
can screen share.
Screen share! There it is.
We're going to be able to hear it.
Do you not hear it? You guys not hear it?
Yeah. No, we can't.
You can't hear it?
Wait, can I hear it? No, I cannot. I cannot hear it.
I cannot.
Click on my screen. Like, does that help at all?
No, I see it. I just can't hear it.
Weird. Let me hit play real fast again. Nothing?
Nope.
Dang. That's disappointing.
I don't particularly care either way. So.
My screen sharing is... There we go. Like, it says
Hey,
us, like...
John.
Ah!
Oh, is that why I was so glitchy? Because I was watching my face on your screen.
John.
Probably.
Do me something here.
What?
Alright, Jonathan,
You guys are, like,
on
glitching
the
out
sidebar,
hardcore.
where you have all your options like chat, screen share, stuff like that,
Oh, yeah, click
Yeah?
YouTube.
go to YouTube.
Okay.
And it should be like, do you want to use this?
It'll ask you for some, like, information stuff.
Yeah, I allowed it, now it's downloading.
Alright, so once that's downloaded, you should be able to hear it.
Oh my gosh, that was such a delay.
It was going
Like,
crazy.
I can talk, and I hear myself talk.
That's always awful. Alright. So, just keep in mind things like, doesn't match up to like his Gangnam Style really, because I don't know yet. I haven't even decided. Alright, so you ready to go?
I didn't even like Gangnam Style, so...
Can you see it? Can you? Can you see it, Nathaniel?
Alright, everybody click play.
Alright.
Yes, I can. Can you see it, John? Oh, there we go.
Thanks. Whoa, who paused it?
Well, I did.
Why'd you pause it?
I didn't know it would pause it for all of us, though.
Yeah, it does.
That's... Google Hangout has some interesting things to
Yeah,
it.
I kind of like it, but...
I muted John not that long ago because he was having a lot of playback.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. So, continue playing then?
Alright,
Or do you guys have a
we've
general
listened to
idea?
it to get a general gist of it.
Yeah.
Is that all you guys want to see?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it then. Alright. So supposedly Google Hangout has a thing where it like chooses who's talking the most and goes to them, but I don't know how that works.
It does do that.
There it goes.
When you're clicked on yourself,
It's easy.
then it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
just...
Oh, it's working now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now I don't have to click back and forth because that was getting annoying.
I
Yeah,
bet.
there you go. You two are still on YouTube.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
We're still there, but it's gonna... I'm clicked out of it.
I'm...
How do you...
Oh, shoot. I got rid of
Get rid of
it
it.
more than I wanted.
Click on chat.
Well, it doesn't... I don't want to click on
I
chat.
don't
I don't need no chat.
think it matters.
Not really.
Because the chat is the sidebar that we have here where we can talk to each other.
It's like texting.
Oh,
Yeah.
so where's,
What do you
all you
got?
need to do is like...
where's the
click on
get rid of the YouTube?
There's no point in getting
oh,
rid of it.
there's-
Just have it up there.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
It's just an app possibility that you can use.
Ah, Jesus,
So I
monkeys.
just, destroyed it completely. So
I did on accident too. Don't worry about it. You just have to go to view more apps, and it'll give it to you again.
That's what I was figuring it probably would do.
Yeah, it's under Google Drive. But, anyways, so you guys heard the gist of it. Doesn't really do much more than that, and the music video isn't much more than that. So, what do you guys think?
Well, I have a question. Is it getting big and popular like Gangnam Style was?
Well, all I know is that the music video was posted today, and I saw it when there was only 300 views, and about 2 hours later it was at 200,000 views. So I don't know
Well,
if
the
it's
300 views is a glitch.
well, it goes like 301 to start out on big videos like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, it stops there. I actually watched an explanation video about that number file did. They explained why it's 301.
That's weird. Well, anyways, so
So what's the video called?
it's just search Psy Gentleman and then go for his official Psy page.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do that, but it would screw everything up.
Here,
Oh.
I'm going to it right now. It has 2 million views.
So I think it's really grown because he got popular on Gangnam Style, and people are wondering what it's going to be compared to it. Also, that is
Yeah.
day one, so that is quite a bit. I don't know.
Oh wait, no, sorry. His official channel, official site is 253,000. Somebody else actually reposted it. The English translation, I almost said German translation. The English translation of it has 2 million views.
So,
His own actual video of it only has 253,000.
so I'm
Okay,
guessing people aren't liking the video, but they kind of like the song, or they just want to know what it means. I'm gonna have to go back to selecting who's talking because it doesn't think that I should be selected because I am me. So it just is easier just to click on people.
Oh no, it'll actually do it if you.
No, I was like talking straight for a while, and it's just like, no, you don't get any loving.
It'll fix itself, I'm sure.
This will work for now. I'll look at it later if I have to. Ah, that's
I
far.
don't see myself usually either. So
Yeah. I've already selected on you, so it's not like I have much of a choice unless I select on something weird, and I don't know where to select that.
Actually, what you should do is select on yourself whenever
Yeah.
you're talking, and then
And then
click
just
yourself again when you're not talking.
exactly,
Oh, that
and
works.
then it'll just there you go.
That's magical. I love you guys. You're amazing. If it wasn't for
I love
you,
too.
I'd probably
This
be.
is too.
I love you, Matthew, too.
Thank you. That's very helpful for me. All right. But yeah, do you guys think that it compares to Gangnam Style? That's the main question here.
Okay. If that's your question, if that's your main question, will answer that. Yeah, I enjoy it about as much as I enjoy Gangnam Style.
Not in the slightest.
You didn't like it?
I liked it. It was interesting.
Just
And
not.
it has a bit of it. It has a pull to it, but not like Gangnam Style did.
Right. I think the main thing is it's a follow up, and so you're expecting it to be this huge thing, and it's just not quite there. And the video is not as fun. Watching the whole thing, you watch the video and you're like, it's okay, and the song's okay. But for Gangnam Style, it was fun to watch the video with all the dancing and all the random horse stuff. I don't even know, but yeah, so it's just not as fun for me, I guess. That's why the other one got so huge.
And
I
the
didn't
other
even
one,
enjoy the other one.
the other one had an experience to it. So it had this idea of here's this dance, you can do this dance too. There's some English lyrics in there, so you have like these parts that you can like recognize. And this one didn't have that as much. It was just more like, okay, here's this thing that we have now. Look at this.
Later in the song, there's a whole entire verse he sings only in English, but yeah, there's a lot less English in it. I guess throughout, it's in one spot compared to throughout it. The lyrics are. Though actually, if you look at the Gundam Style lyrics, they're not that good. They're kind of bad, but in Korean, they sound nice, so we liked it. And then you read it and you go, well, why would I ever watch this or listen to
And that
this?
was the other thing. That was the other thing. The Korean in it this time, it didn't seem to have that ring to it that Gangnam Style did.
Yeah.
in Gangnam Style, it was like, this is an attractive, upbeat, I kind of like this. And this new one, I didn't like it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me started.
What?
Let's hear
Don't
it,
even
John.
get me. Oh no, don't.
Just do it.
Go, go, go.
All right. My opinion. I think it sounds like contemporary music. I think it sounds like. I really don't want to get on the spiel about modern secular music and the level of
Face touching.
yeah.
Oh.
My mentor to do this. It's modern music is becoming less and less about good music. Did you just cricket? It's becoming less and less about actually good artists, and it's just about what you can fabricate on a computer and what you can try and how you can find ways to cater to your audience and not necessarily have it mean anything real or have it connect with the audience at all. It's just about being something that they can wiggle their butt to or whatever. And I don't like that at all. And if there is any message to this song at all, I feel like based on the video, it's not one that I would approve of, especially with my views as an artist and where I'm trying to go with my music. I don't want to go into that because I don't know how religious we're being. But
So then, based on that, you aren't a supporter of techno music or like dubstep at all, then?
that's no. I think it has a place, but I think I feel like music is moving too much in that direction, and we are losing what music is supposed to be. Music is supposed to be an emotion that you can connect to, and I think dubstep or techno that can work like that. You can connect with it emotionally. In like a dance situation, it's something you can move to. But really, when you get to stuff with lyrics, I want something that I can latch onto, something that I can identify with, and I feel like we lose that a lot in modern music nowadays.
I think this would probably be more interesting to me if I was like in band or any sort of musical anything, or if I had any sort of
Yeah,
musical
see,
talent.
that's why I didn't want to start on that because this is something I've been a big part of, especially as I'm trying to start up getting into doing music. And this was something that my mentor and I talked a lot about while I was doing my senior project. So this is something I have an opinion on.
Yeah, and I'm in a similar boat as John here. I'm in band for all the years of I can be, and I do my own music production as well. But I'm on the opposite spectrum as you. I don't do any lyrics. I do techno stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Matthew, on the other hand, not so much.
I like music I can get pumped up to, like some hard rock, metal, some heavy techno, stuff like what is it, Pump It by Black Eyed Peas. That one gets me pumped every time, probably because of the name. Interesting enough.
Yeah. That's a pretty good pump up song.
I like it.
Yeah, and see, you're worried about the emotion that comes from the pump, the energizing part, and I think that's what music should be like.
Well, the thing is, half the time I don't listen to the lyrics, or if I do, I don't care about the meaning.
Well, yeah.
It's just the flow has to be there, and like
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, as it's called, it just wasn't there really. I didn't feel it. If Gentlemen came on the radio, I would go, well, it's Gentlemen by Psy. That's awesome. But when Gundam Style comes on the radio, I forget to drive and I start dancing to it. So that's the difference.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. All right, new topic.
Go for it. You have one?
Sure.
You have something
Yep,
for us?
I do have another one. So video games in children. Like, what age should you let a child begin to explore into video games?
Ooh.
I don't think video games should be about age. I think the maturity level of the content of the video games that affects age. But I think uh, letting children play video game is going to be more beneficial to them than letting them watch TV or other stuff like that,
So,
because they're actually
just to get around what I was actually more or less meaning, I didn't mean to be so vague. So a young child, like, what age do you actually let them pick up the controller and play Super Mario? For like the first time they ever experience a video game, what is the proper age for that? When do you like cross the line and say they're too young to play a video game? They need to go play outside.
I think it's all
I think
about moderation and like maturity, as John said. Because if you're not mature enough to understand that it isn't real, you shouldn't be playing games that are, of course, violent or anything really. Even Mario might be a little violent at times, but that's a different story itself. But if you can understand the basic controls and your kid isn't like getting completely frustrated at it, I feel that you just have to find that special line where you say, okay, you need to go outside and play, or you can stay inside and play for like maybe an hour or two. Because there is
yeah.
that connection that we're losing to the outdoor world, yes, but video games aren't a bad thing. That's the issue here. Is people always look at the bad, not the good. They improve your reflexes on certain games and all these other things depending on the game type. So it's really hard to like find that line. But as a good parent or any parent, you have to try. And parenting, of course, isn't the easiest thing in the world, and it's a try or
Because we're so experienced with parenting, but um,
yes,
but
because
yeah, I agree. Like video games can help improve motor functions and your cognitive functions, but you also have to be able to go outside. And I don't think the level you have to be outside and the level you want to be playing video games is going to change based on age. I think we should still, even as adults, be getting outside more and playing video games less, probably. But I don't think that has much to do with age.
So then it has to do with maturity rather than age.
Well, that's content of the game
yeah,
that is on maturity, but I think whenever the child shows interest, you can help them out, and it could be a bonding session,
have you guys ever
like when
seen?
they're
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
or like when they're 1 or 2, you can be playing video games and hand them a controller that's not plugged in and just
Yeah,
play video games with them.
that's what I
See,
was
there
gonna
you go.
say. It's like they're having all the fun. They have no idea what they're doing, but they're with you as and daddy's playing or mommy's playing, whatever, and they're playing too, even though they're not doing anything. And they'll press random buttons. They don't know what's going on, but they're having fun because they're with mom or dad, or both, whatever.
Practice your button mashing.
Button mash it, button.
So is there a point where you can say that a child is too young to do something like that though? Like, is there a point there? Or is it any age where they can look at the TV and want to hold a controller that you should let them?
I think if they can understand what's going on enough to try, I say let them. It's not going to hurt them any more than letting them watch TV is.
TV is probably worse because they're not doing
Yeah.
anything except like melting their brains while watching SpongeBob, which is something
Yeah.
like a
The only
thing.
advantage TV has that I can see is there's more learning television than there are learning video games. And I think that partly also is a crime, but
I don't believe in learning television. I never liked Dora. She was a little idiot to me.
it's getting better. Like, I still go watch Upside Down Show and some of the learning television they have now.
Well, I used
Just
to
'cause
watch.
it's fun for me.
I would watch Outside the Box because that was always a fun show. And I
Yeah!
learned that dancing is any motion. So like even if you suck at dancing, if you start
Yeah!
moving, you're still dancing, which is sad because I go places with people to dance, like two dances, and they're like just sitting there like, yeah, we're at a dance. I'm like freaking out doing this random stuff that I think is horrible, and they're like, you're such a good dancer. And it's like, no, I'm just going out there and trying something, and that's I don't know how we got here. Oh well, and
That's
it's
a good thing.
yes, indeed. it's really just getting out there and trying it. So it's learning. I learned it from that, and that stayed with me. The one lesson I learned from outside the box was dancing is just moving, which I don't know why. It's just that one stayed.
Yeah. Even with that, I still can't dance. I mean, I can do choreographed dance, but I can't do myself dance. Like, I can do stuff that is designed. Like, I can waltz, or I can tango, or I can do stuff that is specified. But I can't just go out and do stuff. This is me being the Joker. I just
I think honestly, the person who taught me how to just go out there and dance was Mike Blankenship. Did you guys know him? And like he would just go out there
yeah.
and dance. He played some Just Dance or something, and I was like, okay, that looks like fun. And I just kind of copied him, and then I got my own style, and I just had fun with it. And that's all you really got to do, right? And I love the eyes on you. It's like, what the hell is that guy doing? I don't even know. And then you're like, that's right, I'm dancing. Bad, but I am dancing. So it's a lot of
Well,
fun.
apparently I don't have any experience or practice really in that kind of situation because I never went to any high school dances.
Really?
Like no, I didn't even go to prom.
Wow.
I
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
feel
right.
like
Cha-Cha denied you.
I didn't feel like
remember-
going singles, and no felt like going with me. So
Oh, poor John. Actually, I find it
Could've
funny.
asked me.
I didn't go to prom my senior year. I took someone to a play, and then
I was
my
there. I was there.
were you there?
Yes, I was. Remember, you guys waved at me, and it was super, super awkward because
I don't even
it was
remember.
her.
Okay.
Because it was
Anyway,
her. Remember?
yeah,
I remember.
I'm sure.
I was there with my uncle,
I believe you. Okay. But
and it was
and then
awkward.
this last winter formal for high school, I'm in college. I get invited and I go. I did not go through any of my high school years. First year in college, I'm going to winter formal. So it's like whatever, man. And
Yeah, our spring banquet at college here is girls asking, so I'm probably not going to go.
again, oh, forever alone. Don't worry, you're not as bad as my friend who, on April Fool's, he said he got a girlfriend named April, and no one got it. And I was like, oh, why? I know that I think
Oh,
about
that's
it, it's
awesome.
funny, but at the time, I just like I got almost angry at him for doing this to himself because it's not good for you to like do that. It's like, dude. But in the end, it was a harmless joke, and he didn't mean anything by it. But he says the
I am.
dumbest things though, because it's sad. His mother passed away 2 years ago, and at martial arts, we're having a Mother's Day appreciation, and you can bring your mother in for free for 2 days. He said, I'd bring my mother in, but... And I was like, no, Kyle, why? Why would you do that? It was so awful. It hurt my
Oh my gosh, I'm
soul.
sorry. I find that hilarious.
I was
I
laughing
find that
too.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh. It made me laugh, but I felt bad at the same time. Oh.
I think it's hilarious. No, I'm almost tempted to make just a random Facebook profile since Facebook won't let me put myself in a relationship with somebody who doesn't have a Facebook account. I'm going to make a fake Facebook account and make the name single, but you're welcome to change that so that I can be in a relation with, oh no, I'm in a relation with no one, but you're welcome to change that.
The thing about Facebook is they have this stupid naming thing where you can't do dumb names. Like, I was trying to do the profile for YouTube, and it's like, dude is not a first name. You can't have that. And I was like, what? And then I was like, okay, I'll peel it, and I'll get this. I will get this. And it's like, okay, on a non-social media, show us that dude is your real name. I was like, no. Oh my gosh. So, it was saddening, but whatever.
You
That's
gotta make
awesome.
fake birth certificates, bro.
Yeah, you have to make a fake
This is my birth certificate.
certificate.
Obama. Obama bin Laden, right? Of course. I know I
I
feel.
thought we were talking about YouTube. What?
I don't even know it. Back to video games and children.
Whoa! Not say it like that.
Back to the original topic. How about that?
We just
so
went
much
from
better.
video games to Obama. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think I feel. Does he watch? Does
We
he?
went video games, Obama, pedos.
No, just you. You're the one who took it wrong, not me. I meant I was good about it. You're the one who took it. So, my thought, follow-up question, not my thought. My follow-up question would be, we talked a little bit about it, the age to game. Like, when can you start playing an age to game? I know we kind of touched on it, but I just thought we could expand a little bit more on that. Like, what age or maturity is appropriate to start playing teen or M-rated games, or should it be an age?
I don't think it's really an age. I think it's based on partly the maturity of the child and partly the rating of the game is kind of a guideline, but it's still going to the actual content of the game is still going to differ.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've seen games marked for language that use, made up swear words. So,
Really?
like something like that. Yeah, like Star Wars uses made up swear words.
Huh. True.
So,
Well, it's like SpongeBob uses made-up swear words, but they don't care. Curse you.
yeah. See, like it's partly the game and partly the child's own maturity, and like you were talking about, it's part of it is like the child has to be old enough to understand that this isn't real, and like in a real life situation, this isn't going to be okay. But like,
I think
it's also.
I think it's especially for games like Grand Theft Auto, where the goal is to be a criminal. That's a game that you have to understand that it's not real and it's not a good thing. And the problem is, what is that maturity? What is that age? Where do you find that? And I guess that goes back to parenting. Is you have to be able to determine, or maybe even go to your kid afterwards and say, we don't do this in real life. This is a bad thing. We don't shoot people. We don't do all these drug deals and all that. And that's even worse. They don't even know what a drug deal is, and it's this positive thing. And they're like, "Oh, let's go to a drug deal because it's fun in the game." And you have to know that it's not a real. It is a real thing. It's a bad thing, and you don't want to do it. And it gets back to that. And it's like martial arts again. I'll go back to that a lot. Martial arts is my life. So, we get taught how to kill people. And it's not that we should be taught and then go do it. It's that we have this knowledge so we can protect ourselves, the ones we love, and we teach kids this because as they go through the ranks, we'll teach them. Teach a 10-year-old girl how to choke out a grown man and kill him in one hit. So it's like, okay, we have to tell them that this is martial arts. We don't hit our friends. We don't attack people. We defend ourselves with it. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, and like I think the level when you should allow kids to do stuff in video games isn't when they're old enough to understand, like, if not when they can understand if you talk to them after the video game that this isn't okay. I think they shouldn't be allowed to play the games until they're already at that point where it's kind of like, duh, this isn't okay. Like you've talked to them about this before without relation to the video game itself.
So, along the lines of Grand Theft Auto, I found the perfect way to, like, one day, because I'm sure one day I'm going to have kids or something, and they're going to want to play that game, if it's still a series by then, or whatever crime game is out by that time.
I hope not.
I have the perfect way to let them play it. They play it as much as they want until they commit a crime. The minute they commit a crime, I throw them in jail for, like, 4 hours. And be like, you can play that game as long as you don't commit crimes. As soon as you commit a crime on that game, you're going to jail.
They wouldn't be able to play the game. And Nathaniel, you have a really bad delay.
Exactly.
Like,
how bad?
Like you said that and the sound went through, and then you touched your headphones, and I'm pretty sure you said exactly as you touched your headphones. It's just, I don't know if it's your computer or the internet. I don't know.
I don't have any way of knowing there's a delay, so.
You guys look, like, John looks fine, I look fine, but probably because it's my computer, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix it.
I'm
Sorry?
sure it's
Well,
just
I look fine because you can't tell.
you're just so fuzzy.
Well, that and like I can hear myself echo my voice echoing from your computer, so
Well, you're not echoing on
it's
mine.
just that
That's the
you
one that
can't.
matters.
Yep. I can't hear you echoing on my end either.
Yeah, so you're
Well, no,
fine.
like I can. Yeah. Well, I don't know. My name is Jonathan. I like donuts.
Jonathan likes donuts. Did we ever say that you were a guest, John? Everybody, this is
No.
Jonathan. He's our guest, and I'm Matthew, your manager of dudes, and this is Nathaniel, our. I should actually click on you. Here we go. This is Nathaniel, our community expert. That's your title. Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
think it's you're just so used to me being a part of the group that's
I don't know
it's
that
kind of hard
it's been
to.
a long time since you've been here. What,
It
like
has been a long time,
3 months,
I mean,
4 months now? Wow.
4 months. Yeah.
Oh, actually, 4 months at the end of
yeah,
this month. Whatever.
but yeah, that's been since I've been on YouTube, and then like several months before that was the last time we did anything with Numa Numa. So
Right, Numa Numa is kind of dead. So
yeah, it is, but that was just our group. So
yeah.
that's last time we did anything.
So for
But
those
we
who
got so used to being part of it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Numa Numa Inc. It was our old channel. It was mine, Jonathan, and Michael's. We mentioned him earlier. Yeah, we did a little thing for school with Paul,
Uh,
and
that was
then
fun.
it was fun. It was awful, but it was fun.
It was the worst rendition of that play ever.
What was it?
It was no. It was the best rendition of that play ever.
Thing?
What was? Oh my gosh! What was?
The Crucible. The Crucible was what it was
That's
called.
it. That's
Yeah,
it.
we called it The Witch. It was so bad. Oh my gosh, watching it is funny, but you just have no idea what's going on. So,
It's not
anyways,
even funny. It's just like, oh my gosh, what am I? Why am I watching this? What?
pretty
I mean,
much.
if you're familiar with the Crucible, you can almost get the humor of it, but it's like, what?
Well,
This looks like 12 years olds made it, and we did.
we weren't quite 12-year-olds, but still, it looked like that. After
We were a
that,
little bit
we
older.
had a lot of fun with it, anyways. So we went ahead and continued making videos with Mike. Paul kind of ran away on his own, but meh, he's
I wasn't making.
back-ish, kind of. We'll talk about Paul in a bit. But so we continued making videos. We got a lot of views, I guess, but it kind of just
On the
died.
one video.
Oh, one video, yeah. It was our best video though, so it's okay.
Because I
Actually,
had,
no. We had two videos. We had the gazebo and us dancing
the
to
gazebo.
the gazebo. Yeah, that one has actually the most views on that channel. Um,
Really?
if
That's
you guys
'cause
want to check
nobody
it out,
acts
just I'll put a link in the description. I guess it's just Numa Numa Inc. Search it on YouTube; it'll pop up. But
So good plan. Put it in the
I
description.
guess because
That was good.
nobody else has really done a rendition of Eric and the Dread Gazebo, so.
there's a couple. They're all bad, except for ours, which is not great. So it's whatever. That one and us dancing to Dragon's Day Dente, I believe. Yeah, that's how you say it. The Numa Numa guy thing, and it was just a lot of interestingness. So yeah,
We did several other really awesome music videos though.
it could have been better.
They were awesome to watch at least.
Yeah, well, actually, I find that those videos I never really liked after editing them so much, and the videos I have on YouTube Nation, I enjoy those even after editing them, so I feel like they're a lot better.
The Scream trailer, that was epic though.
Oh my gosh, I am so... And I got rid of all those files because I was so angry when we decided to scrap them. I'm like, nope, they're gone. Oh my gosh, the Scream was a horror comedy that I wrote, and it's funny.
We need to do it this summer. Don't tell anything more about it. It's a horror comedy. It's coming this summer.
I guess that's our
We
preview.
can-
Hey guys, we
Okay.
have a big project coming this summer.
Does that mean I get to do zombie makeup?
Yes, you can.
Yes!
No. That is your last preview. We're done talking about it, except that it's funny, and I'm gonna have to edit the script to make it better, because I don't like some of it.
Oh
All right.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's terrible right now, so we'll fix it.
So John, you're gonna go
So, yes,
jump in that bandwagon again, John? Because last time you're like, I don't want to do it no more. It's stupid.
No, I was like, I don't want to redo all that we've already done, but if we rewrite the script, then we're not redoing it, so...
For a lot of the script will not change, so I'm going to change names and already... there's just a lot to it that I need to fix, but whatever. Oh my gosh.
Or I could fix it,
No.
because I'm the knight.
No. My script. You can't touch it. I don't mind input, but you can't touch my script.
You're the knight.
I'm the knight?
You're the knight.
Guess who just texted
You'll
me?
fix
It's just
it,
the
for
wrong.
you are the knight.
Wait. Nathaniel's talking about being texted by probably females.
Yes, yes.
Nathaniel, of course it's females.
Unless it's Paul.
Well, it is not Paul.
Yes, it's females.
Yeah, it would be females anyways, wouldn't it? Oh, okay, so what is it?
Which female in particular do you think it is?
Well, I'm guessing it's Haley.
Wow,
She
you are
would be
on
passed
the
out,
ball.
wouldn't she?
No,
Never mind.
not tonight. She's had a busy day.
Oh my. Well, that usually means you're passed out, but whatever.
No, she's had a busy day and she wants to talk.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I told her in
Ooh.
advance. I'm like, I'm gonna be busy till probably pretty late. And she
Did you tell her to get on? Tell her to join.
I asked her if she was still. She asked me if I was still busy. I was like, yeah, but I could text you if you want. And she goes, no, it's okay. Finish what you're doing. I'm gonna invite her on.
Oh gosh.
Good.
Are you gonna fight her
Yes, that would
video?
be awkward and awesome.
Female? Oh my
This
god.
would be my first time talking to her.
That'll be the first female on this channel, except through submissions.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
but it'll
one.
also be my first time talking to her. We can have a big emotional moment.
Aw.
Yeah, no, my girl.
Hey, no one wants to
Yeah,
date a
right.
fleckin'.
Like I'm a. Hey, no one wants to mate with a fleckin'.
No one wants to mate with a fleckin'. You're fine.
Actually, no. I think you're wrong there.
What do you mean?
Nathan, I
Jacob
don't want to know
Joker.
things about you.
Jacob,
Oh my gosh! Please don't say that. That is just so awkward.
What?
Do not. That was
Say
that was the
say
weird. He's dating my little sister, so saying he wants to mate with a fleckin' is super awkward.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
We're done. No, moving on with our lives.
Okay. Oh, is it that one guy that we went to the movies with?
Yeah,
Oh, he's a cool guy.
awesome. I love
he's
that
an
guy.
amazing guy. I actually don't mind him dating my little sister. He's that awesome. But
That's very true.
Um,
I love it. You
but
guys
John-
are so like Nathaniel is light and John is dark. So when it switches to Nathaniel, my face lights up, and when it switches to Jonathan, my face darkens.
yeah, I have the same thing with you and Nathaniel.
I know it's because I'm like the middle. Like if you guys look like Nathaniel's really
He's
bright.
white, I'm black, you're brown.
Oh, we're only missing red and yellow
Yeah.
for purpose of racism. All right, so
Think about this, John. Though, think about this. If things continue to progress the way they are, because they have a very nice relationship, one day he's not going to be dating your sister. He's going to be doing your sister. You okay with that?
why is the conversation going this? Okay, let's change it to no one wants to mate with a Jay Flecken.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I have yet again a solution to this.
What's that?
Her name is Lindsay.
Oh, let's not go there. Let's just not go there. That's a whole nother.
Speaking of winter formal,
Yeah.
What?
winter formal dates to plays.
I took that one to prom, sir. And then she got a girlfriend right after. She got a boyfriend right after I asked her too. That was saddening.
I remember that.
I was like, oh well, we're done here. Anyways.
All right. Here's what we
Matt,
need to do.
you and I have complicated romantic lives that involve each other way too much.
It's not
is
that
the truth.
complicated.
That is
I
so-
asked you out and you said no. What is with you? Oh gosh.
That is so the truth. Matt, you go after every one of his exes, and
Hey,
you don't even
wait,
realize it
I have
until
not
later.
gone after his cat. No.
Who's gonna go after his cat? Seriously.
Him? Well, no, he's
I don't
going
know.
after. I'm not. No, we're done.
No, we're done. We're
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Let's
so
move on from that
new
subject.
topic, Nathaniel. New topic. Give us a new topic.
13-year-old boys pretending to be 17-year-old girls.
Done there, done that.
John, have you? Okay, I think we all deserve a backstory to this. Oh, let's see if I. Oh, do I even remember it? Let's see. You found a
I'll
girl.
tell it. I'll tell
You
it.
want to tell it? You want to tell it? All
Oh,
right.
okay, okay.
I'll tell
At
the.
least mine turned out to be real.
Go for it, Nathaniel.
All right. So we live in Oregon, and I live in a different city than Medford. I do not live in Medford, but there's a number that texts me with an Oregon number
Mhm.
that says that they want to talk to me, and I'm like, okay, let's talk, whatever. And I start talking with them, and this is supposedly a 17-year-old girl that lives in Medford. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I kept talking, and the conversation was nice. I liked talking to this person, so I was like, continue talking to them. This person suddenly turned in a like I want to be with you manner, and it wasn't sexual at first.
At first.
And so I was perfectly comfortable with this conversation of, hey, I like you and all. So I was like, okay, well, you're a very interesting person to me too. We kept talking. We exchanged pictures of each other a couple times, but I couldn't ever seem to get a lot of pictures of this girl. I'd get like one every couple of days, and I was like, why don't you send me pictures more often? So now that Jonathan is done moving, thank you, Matt. Um, for those who cannot tell, Matt just muted John. Um, but, but so I couldn't get a lot of pictures of this person, and after a while, I would get a few pictures, and I was pretty confident that this was definitely this 17-year-old girl who's pretty attractive, and I had nice conversations with. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's go with this. So we had a sort of like flirtationship for a while. And then the conversation started getting sexual, and I started it was being requested to me that I sent nude pictures. I was like, I don't think so. Nope. This isn't going to happen. And eventually, this person, who I presume to be the 17-year-old girl, got fed up with me not sending nude pictures and revealed their true identity. A 13-year-old boy who was trying to see how far that he could make me go with pretending to be this girl.
So I guess.
So that is the backstory.
Yeah.
So,
I believe it was
yeah.
me who was saying that it's definitely a 60-year-old dude. Wasn't it me who said that? Yeah.
Yep.
I was close. It was a dude, though he wasn't 60. I
I don't
also said he
know.
was 300 pounds and had man boobs, so he did have boobs at least.
I don't know, it's comparable. I don't know if I've got you beat, but my reveal recently, uh, I was texting I was texting somebody whose number I used to have, but I haven't heard from in a while. And I got a response and I was surprised. And it ends up somebody else had the phone then. So awkwardly, I started to talk to them, and this turned out to be, again, a 17-year-old girl. Um, and she was nice and cute, and we started talking, and then it ended up being the little sister of my ex-fiancée. So
That's always.
that was, um, it was very awkward.
So I'd like everyone to understand something. He did say fiance. He is. What are you, 18, John? How many times have you been engaged? How many times?
How many?
Once,
Once?
once,
Once.
Matt, how many times have you been engaged?
I've been engaged none.
Oh
John?
God, guys.
4.
oh,
4. You've been.
see, I'm not a terrible.
Are you counting
Wait,
being
what?
Are you
Wait,
saying being
are
promised
you,
is the same? Because I don't
No,
really. No.
I am not including being
And
promised.
how many times have you been promised?
really?
So promised twice.
Twice. There
I've
is.
been promised once.
I've been none out of both because I am 19 years old, not like 24.
Hey,
You guys are way
I
too
hey,
young.
Matt, how many girlfriends have you had? Hey, Matt, how many girlfriends have you had?
Hey, I'm
Do
no.
it. Tell us.
Technically 3. Technically.
All right, John.
Okay.
John, how old were you when you lost track of the number of girlfriends you had?
I still have track of all the girlfriends I've had.
Oh,
I've
okay.
had like,
What's the number?
How many?
it's 9 or 10.
9 or 10. Okay.
If I really thought about it, I could come up with
That's
the
probably
real number,
true.
but it's 9 or 10.
And you, Nathaniel?
Oh God,
See,
I lost track.
you guys are.
But I'm not saying how old I was when I lost track.
It's probably 15. Speaking of being 15, Nathaniel. So, how old was she? 12 or 11? I forget.
No.
Oh, it's actually 7.
We
Oh,
are
is she
not
7?
telling this story. We are not.
Oh, you know
No,
if Paul
it's
was.
actually
If Paul gets here, you know he's gonna say it. You know he will. I still find it.
interrupting.
Oh God.
Yes.
Update. I've only had 7 girlfriends.
I'm glad you figured that out for us.
You're welcome.
Guys, I lost track. I'm not joking. When I was 8 years old.
See, that's not a good thing.
What? Wow. See, my first girlfriend was sophomore year, end of sophomore year. So,
My first girlfriend.
I mean, Matt's got me beat, but
My first girlfriend was in the middle of sophomore year, and it lasted about 2 weeks. And all she
oh, I
did,
forgot about that.
all she did was complain, and it made me want to murder myself. And then I was gonna break up with her, and she broke up with me. I was like, "Yeah, no guilt."
I forgot you had a girlfriend
so,
before senior year. I
Yeah,
thought that was your first.
senior year was
On a
the
more,
major
like-
too, though.
on a more serious note of somebody I'd actually gone on a date with, like, because when I was little, it was like, yeah, this is my girlfriend, and I would actually bring her to my house or anything, because we lived in an apartment complex. I actually grew up out of the projects.
I've actually been on one date.
I've been on only
but,
one
like,
date.
the number of girls I've actually dated, I'm gonna say I've dated 8 girls.
8 girls? That's not too bad. I've only been on one
I've
date,
got-
and I wasn't in a relationship with her. I took her to
was
see a
totally-
play, and she got a
It was,
boyfriend the day
Sweeney Todd.
after. Sweet, that was a good play. Well, kind of.
It was a good play.
Though she kept on
It was.
singing. It was really annoying. She kept
Sad
on
news.
singing. I was like, ah. Yeah.
Sad news, Haley is not going to be joining us.
No, I was gonna have an emotional moment.
It was
She is
gonna
actually not home.
be.
She's in that one town. She's in that one town we mentioned previously of Medford, and she's at a dance party that was she just left a dance party that was kind of weird.
I see.
She doesn't dance.
I don't dance.
We just went over this.
Why
We
don't
have
you?
so much in common.
I
Can
didn't
I
actually
steal your
mention it.
girlfriend?
I love dancing. Let me think about this. No.
I feel like we already had the
But
dancing
you have so
conversation.
many to share. You have so many to
Oh,
You can
God.
take all the other ones. You can take all
Oh, okay,
like,
thanks.
So here's Haley.
Wait.
Every other girl I've dated. You can
How
have
many of them are
all
above
of them.
13? Remind me how many of them are above 13?
All of them.
At this time, probably only 2.
No, at this time, as I grow up and as they grow up with me at the same time, all of them are over 13.
I guess
How
they
many of
would
them
be.
are legal?
All of them. How many are over 18?
I'm guessing none.
That would be legal.
Yeah.
That many.
So about
Probably a
3.
third.
How many?
About a third of the number.
About a
of girlfriends I've
third?
had.
Wow.
So 20 some?
Probably. Shut up.
Oh, God.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell a backstory on this just because I feel like gosh. So throughout the course of my life, I've been in a lot of different relationships, but several of them never amounted to anything. I've been the shortest relationship I've ever been in was 3 hours long. We started dating. She didn't talk to me much during this 3-hour course of time. At the end of the 3-hour course of time, she said, "I don't want to go out with you anymore." I haven't spoken to her since. The longest relationship I've ever been in was, I wasn't actually dating her at the time, but we were talking like we were dating. I wasn't actually allowed to date at this time because of different reasons. But we were dating, but we were just friends, and that seems weird, but that's how it was, and it was for about a year.
You know,
So I've been around a lot, but I try to be really careful with it. But girls, like, I have this complex, like, that most girls have. Most girls have this complex of, I like this guy, maybe he's different. And then he hurts her, and she goes, well, I like this guy, maybe he's different. And I've gone down the line. I like this girl, maybe she's not going to hurt me. Nope. I like this girl, maybe she won't hurt me. Nope. Just back up, back up, back up.
now here's a question. If you ask them out and they don't say yes, does it count as dating? Even if you're still talking like you're dating? Because I
I
don't think it
asked,
does. Because even if they're like implying it, I can flirt with any girl like I'm dating her, but I'm not dating her. So,
this specific girl I asked out on a few occasions, and she did say yes.
okay. Just saying.
So, Haley's a little different. Yes, we understand where you're going. I understand where you're going. Yes, Haley is not my girlfriend. We've actually established this. She is not my girlfriend. But we end up calling her that a lot of times anyway. Um, but this other girl
I'm
that I was
glad.
with for about
I
a
bet
year,
she's gonna be glad to hear that. You call her your.
she is not going to hear that. She's not watching this podcast. By the way, Haley watches all of our videos for general information for the audience.
So she's
She's not
going.
watching this.
She's not gonna watch it.
No, I'm going to make sure she doesn't watch it.
Oh, why not?
Oh, all right.
Secrets.
No, it's not secrets. I don't want her to hear that.
Oh,
The
that.
specific
Well,
title.
moving back to our
Wait.
subject, then,
Did you guys hear that? Sound like someone was like shooting a bullet.
yeah, that would be my dorm.
Oh.
They're trying to kill each other. Run, John, run!
No, they're playing golf.
Oh.
They're playing golf upstairs.
Oh, dude, why are you on this podcast?
Because I'm not a cool person.
Because we need him.
Makes sense. Makes sense. He's not a cool guy.
But moving back into kind of a topic, my short and long relationship would be 1 day, and that was complicated, and 8 months.
I think that one day actually involved me, didn't it? Okay, so long short for me would be, my shortest was, I guess, 2 weeks, and my longest was, I guess you could say 3 months, but I talked to her like half to a more like a eighth of the time because she couldn't really talk to me for reasons. Reasons. Okay, they have to know this. So we're in a D&D campaign. Yes, we are nerds, and actually we were in a campaign with just the three of us at a time. We actually added more people finally, but John went to jail? Yeah, because he was. Yes, he randomly went to jail, and there's this guy there who kept on saying reasons. It's like why he was in jail, reasons. Like why can't you tell me reasons and all this other stuff? Like why is he saying just reasons? And they're like freaking out. And then they finally realize that there's a demon in him called reasons, and it won't let him tell that like he can't talk about it or anything. It just says reasons. So that campaign ended, but my world doesn't change. So my next campaign had him again. And instead of saying reasons, he would say, I am but a man. Because it was no longer the human that was controlling him, because the demon, the human, and they don't really know this, I guess, but it doesn't matter anymore, died. And the demon was all that was left. So reasons could only say, I am but a man. And they finally freed him, and they found out he was this demon lord and all this fun jazz. But yeah. Alright, dude. So it seems we're experiencing some technical difficulties, and our sound has disappeared. So we're just gonna go ahead and end it here. We didn't really miss anything. Don't worry about it. If you guys liked it, go ahead and drop a like. If you have any ideas for us to talk about or anything to talk about, go ahead and comment, and we'll actually try to get to it. If you guys want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Do tube on.